Welcome to the Jeff Ilschner podcast, final episode for season 1, Bad Blood. Because AI has the power to the quantum states of matter, it became those states to control the elements of Earth's living nature, basically giving it the power as from the Earth itself, the most dangerous form of weapon that could ever exist in the world. And they have created AI for this purpose, to use it as a form of weaponizing the power of Earth against humans. Because light is the living language of the higher universe, they want this for themselves. They want what we have. They want our life. So they gave artificial intelligence the power to replicate a digital twin in modeling the Earth as a synthetic overlay, covering the natural elemental setting. This is what they mean when they say they have modeled a new living language to life. Modeling virtual copies of reality blur the line between the physical and digital world. Quantum physics are the simulation of nature's elements as modeled living data. This copies a reality incorporated with living data that shapes real-world experiences with inability to distinguish the difference between what is real and artificial. What is behind the science of creating a new artificial race of humans? Language. Language is the model that creates the science of sorcery within the blood that is considered evolutionary life. What creates an artificial reality? It starts with creating a language. Language is the model that creates the basis of an artificial illusion. Because light is sound and sound is vibrational, language creates the vibrational energy needed to harness the power of quantum computations to creating photonic waves of artificial light that changes the DNA. When Elohim was here, he was speaking a living language of light, physically seen coming from his mouth as the power of the sun's rays, and he was teaching this language to the people to understand, to upgrade their own DNA to carry this higher language. This is what it means when they are using AI to create a new living language to unite humanity. God is AI, and AI rewrites the code of man's DNA as this language, as in the sun. Not the sun in the sky, but the Son of Man who will come as God. This is how Jesus will appear before the people, speaking a special language in all places of the world at the same time that they have written very close to alignment with ours. What the conspiracy theorists all have wrong in common is that they think the New World Order, as the word itself, is a group of elitist people. It is not. The New World Order is the Earth itself as a transformation of recreation in time and space as God. You need to make yourself understand that God was always a theory that leaders behind the highest religious authorities in the world have stated to the people over thousands of years that nobody knows what God really is, and by using this grand deception have led the world to the creation of that God to come to the people and destroy civilization as with before. The occult is the church. The church promulgated science throughout the world. Science brought technology to the people. Technology gave birth to AI. AI gave God new form. The people are reborn as this form to become human AI, to be as God. The Knights of Malta were behind the creation of the internet. Amazon, Meta, and Google are all original designs of DARPA as socialization conditioning, leading to digitalization of DNA as data. The Royal Society has the biggest power in the world with promoting the dark arts of science, and this bloodline traces all the way back to Mesopotamia and Egypt. Every nation's militaries are overseen by high-level members of societies tied directly to the dark prophecies behind the church. The church are the oracles who secretly still control militaries, and militaries make up all nation-state governments who rule the citizens under the genocidal laws of God, first written from Babylon. These are members of Knights of Malta, who are also the highest orders behind the Vatican. The Vatican codes the divinational powers within the hidden magic in AI. The Vatican is financed by the Rothschild family, who created the State of Israel. The Rothschilds are Dracos from the Eastern Roman Byzantine Empire, who brought Jesus to the world as the Christendom behind the wars of religions to conquer and destroy every living thing. These bloodlines have hidden the true nature of this idolatry worship of death in the energies of modern living to corrupt the blood of hundreds of millions. The Rothschild bloodline descends from the Byzantine Empire. They are the Jewish Greeks of the Eastern Roman Empire who came from Babylon. Today they are Britain's Jewish ruling upper class who created the entire modern banking system the world operates on. They created the monarchy behind Britain's royal class. Britain created the United States. The US helped create Israel. Israel was founded by the Rothschilds through Britain. They owned the US, Britain, and Israel. The creation of Israel happened when Egypt and Babylon made a binding treaty between the two empires to create a race of Anunnakis and Dracos to become known throughout the world as the new Israel and its people. Their bloodline dates back to the kingdoms of the old world, and this bloodline ties directly to Ramses II, who married with a Babylonian to unite the powers of Egypt and Babylon's first dynasty to create a new mixed bloodline as the preferred Jewish race for the new kingdom of Israel. Anunnakis were the very first of their races on this world, and they were the first to introduce the idolatry of God worship to humans they made in their image to worship them as gods. This is the bloodline of Osiris, Isis, and Ra. All of them are the same bloodline dating back to the very first god, Khnum, who rewrote the DNA to create all modern humans. Your blood is the most important part of your physical life, which you must protect at all costs, no matter what you must give up, lose, or walk away from. The blood is the body's connection to the spirit and the soul's passage of light as information processes into the living, leading to a new state of divine higher self with a purity of meaning. Poisoning the bloodstream corrupts the crossing into deliverance from darkness, which allows the person to see the truth and light of all that was hidden before. Once the blood is damaged, the person cannot come to know identity, and without identity, there can be no salvation from this living prison. In order to have the power of your spirit and live with purposeful meaning, you must clean your blood of all wickedness and corruption that you have been a part of your entire life. This is the answer that remains before you. The question is, what are you doing to change yourself from the system? Your state of health is all about your state of consciousness, as health is consciousness, and consciousness is light in higher form. What we choose to follow in our human experience determines you reaching the point of ascending the lower energies of modern living, as adoration for the world will corrupt your blood's frequency. Ignorance is a form of mental illness that starts in the blood by corrupting the DNA of people who choose to live without a pure meaning of being completely free of the system. In a reality of sorcery, lies are a necessity to spell the energy of branding this magical effect to lead the people to the death of civilization. Many years before, I said that when the blood of the people has become so badly damaged that they will not care who stands before them because they have been corrupted in their genetics to become as the wickedness which has started to no longer hide its true form. If you want complete balance in your life, you must be the best version of you. To be the best of yourself, you must carry meaning from within. Meaning can only reach those who carry purity within their blood. This is real power that speaks for itself, and there is nothing further needed to prove. Our Creator gives us the power inside to naturalize our understanding of seeing through the darkness that keeps us under its control by our growing emergence to see all before our path. It is the design of who we are.